Sweet Nick Hind, ba ba ba. It's Captain Codral Cold and Flu here, coming to you from the COVID couch. Pretty gutted to not being at the game today, but that's what happens when everyone in the house is sick. Gee, what a wild game! What an absolutely wild game. Richmond certainly came to play, which is something we probably expected. I guess it is kind of the curse of these big games is that, teams generally get up and about for them. But, we do love playing them. But, yeah, they really exposed the, the lack of midfield options that we had playing tonight. From Nankervis down to their mid, they absolutely just crushed us in the midfield. Goldie got well beaten by Nank, and then, Prestia, Baker, Bolton, some of the other guys who were running through there were absolutely amazing. Watching Jordan Ridley get his Yukon award. Fuck, he was good. There's a boomerang for you, brother. How good. How bloody good was he? Just watching him, what he says. This is great content, me just watching a video. So they smashed us in the middle, and it really was a game for the defenders. Jordan Ridley was massive. Mason Redmond was massive. Jaden Laverty was awesome. Ben Mackay was pretty good at times as well. The defence really stood up, and I think that's what won us this game because, the mids couldn't get on top. I thought Durham had a red-hot crack. Merritt kind of did what Merritt does without being, overly exceptional or bad. Like, he was good, definitely. Caldwell, quite compared to what he has been the last few weeks. And then I guess my real concern was Archie Perkins tonight. I'm hoping we find out that he's had the flu or something because he just didn't look like himself tonight. I was expecting him to be there in the guts, really competing with Richmond midfielders, and he just didn't have a lot of an impact. And just a really quiet night from Perk, which is a shame. And I guess I was watching it, having those worries about, is this gonna start to be like last year, where this starts to unravel as players get tired and different things happen throughout the season, and you don't have your best team available and all that. I was definitely thinking that a fair bit tonight. But I guess the good thing is that our defensive system, stacks up, and our defence is looking so good that we were able to hold them, albeit a pretty weak Richmond side on paper. But look, we got the win. That's all that matters tonight. Best on, easy Jordan Ridley. What a return! Absolutely, just immense. Absolutely immense. I think it was either 8 or 9 intercept marks. Close to breaking the record of 10. And then who else was really good? Obviously, Jake Stringer was awesome. 200th game. Really lit the game up early on, and then had some pretty good moments. Kyle Langford was good, built into the game, did what Kyle usually does. Nicky Hind, who I mentioned off the top, I thought he was definitely one of our best. Really vital in some late moments there in the game. Also Jaden Laverty as well. Lav was massive in that last term, and the ball was coming in a lot. Redmond, awesome as well. So 3-2-1, I'm going to go 1 vote to Nick Hind. I'm going to go 2 votes to Jake Stringer and 3 votes to Jordan Ridley as the package. El Paco gets chaired off by Laverty and Zachy Merritt. Love this. The dirt merchant. Look at him go. God, I'm cut. I'm not there. I am filthy. That's what happens when the missus gets COVID. You've got to look after your kid. So that's life, everyone. That's life. But hopefully get to a few more games, seeing as I missed this one. Yeah, look, good to get the win, but, I guess I have more concerns than I did coming in. I must say, I'll obviously try and watch the game back, but my early hot take is that with Ridley back, and that's a good thing, with Ridley back, I don't think we can play all three of Kelly, Heppel and Laverty. Reason being is all three of them play their best footy in defence, and there isn't enough room for all three of them. There's probably room for two. Heppel's kind of too slow to play on the wing a lot. He can maybe float through there a little bit, but I think he struggles. Kelly played on the wing tonight and just, didn't look like someone who plays well on the wing. We actually had no wings tonight, obviously with no Dersmer and no Cox, really lacked anything there. Sardis had a couple of moments, but he's a baby. And then, obviously Laverty's not going to play there. So that's my early hot take. It'd be great if you can play all three of them in defence, but I don't know if there's enough room with everyone else down there at the moment. So, look, great to get the win. Bank it. Love betting Richmond. Love winning Dreamtime. I've definitely squared up my perfect score prediction from last week by getting it very wrong. What was it? 12 points. So I was only 75 points off my prediction. So well done to me. But yeah, I guess it'll be interesting next week. I'm definitely concerned about our mids and rucks going up to the Gold Coast. Just considering how poor we were in the stoppage and early on the contested footy. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see, because I'm not sure about how long Hobbsy's going to be out for. Parrish obviously will be out for a little bit. Setterfield will be out for a little bit. Hopefully this was just a bad week for Perk and he gets back to what he does best, because, we definitely need him there. But anyway, I seem pretty flat for a win, but I don't know. I don't like being favourites in games. I don't like it, because your expectations are up here, and then when it's there, you're not as happy. So anyway, that's enough for me for tonight for the review, the post-match react. It's a reaction, not a review. Great to get the win. Great that Riddler's back. Love beating Richmond. Love winning Dreamtime. Got 8 wins on the board. That's awesome. But now it's going to start to get pretty tough. And Gold Coast on the road, going to be a big challenge, because they play a lot better at home. And, Jared Witts, Matt Rowell, Noah Anderson, that's a concern. That's a big, big concern. So we'll stew it over the week. Hopefully I can get into the studio on Monday night. Don't know what I'm going to do if I'm still stuck here at home. But anyway, that's all from me. Up the Bombers. Go Plains. See you next time.